Hello, welcome to Martha's Fragrance Corner. My name is Martha, and this is my weekly What I've Been Warming video where I share my warm reviews of the wax I melted this past week. So I have Scentsy, Lavender and Speckles, Knowles Farm Scents, some Teddy Bees, and the Candle Nurse this week. So if you're interested in hearing how my week went, then stick around. Okay, so I separated everything out already, and yeah, it's a lot. It's actually a very small pile, but that's okay. I don't know, I was here. I wasn't gone any, well, yes, there was one day I was gone all day, so, and I haven't been changing my wax as often as I used to, so we're just gonna have a little less than normal. And I think that's gonna be my new norm, actually warming a little less. I'm not in that like gotta change it out after I stop smelling it or after it's just, really subtle. I'm just kind of leaving the wax in there. So let's start off with Scentsy. I do timestamp everything. If you're interested in a particular vendor, I'll have it timestamped. So starting off with Happy Birthday. So Happy Birthday. This was from Bring Back My Bar like 2 years ago. This has scent notes of like sugar, whipped cream, and vanilla extract, I think it is. To me, I get like a chocolate marble cake, not all chocolate, but like a chocolate vanilla swirl cake. And it's a good scent. I had this in my club for a little while. Performance is just low medium. Like I can smell it. I only had 4 cubes and I did put it kind of in my kitchen area so I can smell it. It was nice. I know this was a favorite for many and is still in many people's clubs. It's just not one I reach for very often, so I did take it out of my club a while back, but I do enjoy the scent. I would pick up a few if I saw it in clearance. But it's a warm, like a warm. It's a medium on warm, medium low, I would say. Down in open space, but I do enjoy that scent a lot. Okay, then in the bedroom yesterday, I warmed Dashing. So Dashing, I believe, is like, it has mahogany in there. I think vanilla is the other scent notes. I never look at the cover, and I probably should, but I know there's vanilla and mahogany in this. And for me, it's got a little bit of a masculine bend to it. Not heavy, but I think it's the mahogany that does it. It's a really nice, woodsy, yet creamy scent. This is also a medium in the bedroom, but this would be a low if you were going to do this in a big space. So I wouldn't warm this particular scent in a large area, but in the bedroom, you've got a nice medium throw. I split this between, let me say it this way. I put 6 cubes in the bedroom and then 1 in each bathroom. So that's how I got rid of the 8, or used up. I always say got rid of, used up this beautiful wax melt. It is a really nice scent. It is one I had in my club and I took it out because it's nice, but again, I wasn't reaching for it. I still have a few bars. I like it. It's just not one I'm reaching for, and I'm trying to keep things in my club that I think I'm gonna reach for, or I would be heartbroken if I took it out. So I think just a few days. I think my last video was my me scrubbing my club. So if you missed that one, I will link it here and also be linked in the description box. But yeah, I was in a chopping mood and cleared out some bars from my club. Okay, this next one here is Coconut Citrus Parfait. And I don't have the scent notes here, but I will put them down somewhere below. This is coconut. This had I think there's like some citrus in here as well. Well, obviously it's in the name. Oh my gosh, Martha. It's in the name. So yes, there is coconut and citrus. See, I can actually smell that. And there's also like a creaminess to it. So it's almost got like an orange-sicle kind of scent with a coconut bend. Scentsy's coconut I do find to be pretty waxy. This one wasn't that waxy, but I still got a little bit of this waxy undertone to it. So it was better than I thought. I enjoyed it. I used this down in I know I used some in the guest bedroom, and I think I put a little bit in the open space. So there have been some days where I'm like, I don't want it super strong down here. I just want some freshness, like a nice scent. This was really a beautiful tropical scent. I think this would be really great in the summertime. So I did enjoy this one a lot, even though I got like a tiny bit of that waxiness from the coconut, but it was really nice. And this one was, I would say, a medium high performer and lasted a very, very long time. Like I had this for 2 days. It's actually still in there, even though I really can't smell it in the guest room, but I've had it for over 2 days in the guest bedroom and I could still smell it yesterday. So that is Coconut Citrus Parfait. And that was my Scentsy. So I just had 3. And let's move on to Teddy Bees. All right, so Teddy Bees, I finished Evangeline. So Evangeline is, this is when I need my glasses. And it's not super bright out right now, so hopefully I can read this. This has scent notes of mossy oak, wild poppies, citrus, sandalwood, southern breezes, and warm amber. This was poured in March of 2023, so it is 2 years old. I just read those scent notes, but really what I get is like this soapy, like a soapy scent, like a very clean, fresh. I do get the moss, so it is kind of got this, I would almost say, kind of an Irish Spring type, like that vibe, that kind of vibe. So if you like that scent, it did give me that vibe. It was a great performer. This was a fantastic performer. I wore this in the bedroom, and because it's a soapy scent, I didn't really warm it anywhere else, but I warmed it in the bedroom, in the bathrooms, and I had a little bit left. I definitely had less than half a tub. It lasted for, I took it out like a day and a half later and it was still there, but those first 24 hours, it absolutely performed for me. And this is one I might pick up in a souffle every once in a while. It's just nice to have this kind of fresh, clean scent, but it's not tub worthy. But we got it in a tub because it was split between 3 of us. So I had a third and then 2 of my friends had a third. So that was like the perfect amount. But Evangeline, it's really nice. I like that one. And speaking of Evangeline, I'm going to my friend Evangeline's house later today. So that's what's exciting me. We're going to make some perfumes. Maybe I'll make some wax. But we like to get together every once in a while. So hopefully you had a great weekend, because I can already tell you, I know it's going to be great. Assuming all things go as it should, right? So Coastal Pine Cones. This is Lavender Speckles. It was in a tub and I assumed it was Teddy Bees. Okay, so now we're in Lavender Speckles. This is Coastal Pine Cones. Roasted pine cones with hints of lemon, marine air, and sea greens. You guys, this is in the olive oil formula. It's been curing for almost a year. I think I have the date on here that says like May 2024. This was beautiful. I'm like, had I not worn this before? For some reason, I thought I had, like in the harder wax, but gorgeous and long lasting. So I'm finding that, this is maybe the 3rd of the olive oil formulation that I've warmed, and I've been very happy with it. I feel like it lasts longer. Like it doesn't start off with a bang and like die down or fizzle out real quick. It's actually kind of starts out strong and then just hangs there for a long, long, long time before it fizzles out. Because this is the olive oil wax, I did use it as a scoop, because to take this out and try to chop it, it's like you'd be playing with like room temperature butter, right? It's really works perfectly well as a scoop. So you can see how much I used down in open space. Not quite half, but almost. I got great performance out of this. I would say this was like a high performance, and it just stayed like that all day. When I say all day, I'm talking all day. Like by the 12th hour, it had been in there. By the 12th hour, it had maybe gone down to like a medium throw. And when I woke up the next morning, I could still smell it, and just beautiful. I love this scent. I have to have more of this. This is Coastal Pine Cones from Lavender and Speckles. Her Pine Cones oil is like my favorite, absolute favorite, so that doesn't surprise me. But man, was that beautiful. Okay, Strawberry Musk was the other one from Lavender and Speckles that I warmed this week. This is strawberry, the glasses again. Strawberry pound cake blended with tiny bit of iced vanilla woods. So this is her original formula that comes in little rosettes and stuff. This is my first time trying this. I had heard about this scent from so many people who love it. This I've also had since May of 2024. So it's been curing for a year. Fantastic performer. This I also warmed down an open space and had pretty much the same results. Although this one starts, I'd say, a little like hotter, a little higher, really strong throw. And then this one will take a dip, but it didn't last as long, I would say, as the Coastal Pine Cones and the olive oil, but it lasted a good 10 hours. So it lasted a long time. Very happy with the performance. I would absolutely get this again. I had one that I had warmed before with, I think it was might have been Pine Cones. It's either Pine Cones or Palo Santo. I can't remember. But I enjoyed that one as well. But I think I like this one better. This is like the OG Strawberry Musk. You get really nice fresh strawberries, and then that iced vanilla wood scent is something that I really enjoy. And I think that's also a strong oil, but together fantastic. So Strawberry Musk from Lavender and Speckles. I would highly recommend that as well. All right, now we have two from the Candle Nurse. Let me just pause here. I've been really enjoying my melting basket this month. With Lavender and Speckles, I hadn't warmed in a while, although I love Beth's formula and her wax. But I'm finding that letting it cure longer definitely makes the performance even better. Even though I've warmed her blends within 2-3 months of getting it, it gets stronger with age. Now, the Candle Nurse, these are another vendor that I've been loving this month, and not just this month, but I've been enjoying warming her wax this month. She was in my top 5 vendors, and so these look a little different. They don't come this way, but Emily's the owner, had sent me some testers to try and some samples of scents, I think. So it was a fragrance tester, so that's why it looks that way. So this one is Purple Haze. I don't have the scent notes to it, but I think this one, if I remember, has like purple sugar and purple sugar. Does this one have Palo Santo? I'm trying to get it again. I can't remember what the other scent note is, but I warmed this in my bedroom here. This is the cubes, the clamshell. And I ended up putting 4 cubes in this bedroom, and then I split the other 2 in the bathroom. So that's how I broke up this clamshell. This was really strong, really nice. Not my favorite of her blends. I think it's just purple sugar is not my thing, although I enjoyed it. So again, not everything's going to be like an absolute love that I have to have again, but I enjoyed it. This one is strong at the start. This one really out of the gate was really nice and strong in the bedroom with just 4 cubes. But by the 6th hour, this was a lot softer and lighter. So the longevity of this one wasn't as strong as some of her other blends that I've experienced, but it was a good scent. So if you like purple sugar, which I think is a blend of pink and blue sugar, you may enjoy this one. And like I said, Palo Santo. But I would say this was poured this year. Like probably January was when I got my stuff, and all the things that she sent me were poured within like that January, maybe December timeframe. So it's not like I've had this sitting for a long time. So the performance was good. It just died down maybe after about 6 hours. But let's talk about this other one, Cookie Butter. This is one that I don't know what the fragrance notes are because it's not even on our master list. But I warmed this down in open space. So I used all 6 cubes down in open space. And wow, this was strong. This was a strong performer, pushed everywhere, up the stairs, everywhere. I can't tell you what's in here other than there's a smokiness to it. There's definitely a smokiness, like a campfire type of scent. And then I get some kind of a spice. I'm guessing maybe cinnamon or nutmeg or a combination of that. And then there's like a bakery scent. So I'm assuming with cookie butter, there's some kind of cookie note in there as well. But I mostly got this kind of cozy campfire kind of, or fireside, and some cinnamon pastry, Danish, not Danish, but cookie kind of, like maybe a snickerdoodle. I don't know, but something like that. Anyway, fantastic performer down in my open space. And this one lasted over 12 hours. In fact, because I put it in around 11, I went to bed about 11 a.m. I went to bed at like midnight. It had dropped from a high performer to like high medium. And then when I woke up this morning, I'd say it was like on the low side. I can smell it still, but that was just a great performer. So I know sometimes people say like vendor wax doesn't last that long. It really depends on the scent. And again, this one, it's not been curing for a year or anything like that. I do find that her scents are like ready to go. So if you've tried the Candle Nurse, let me know what you think. I know a lot of people have been trying her wax for the first time. I'm a huge fan, and it just works for me. So I love her scents. They're complex and they're hard to describe, but that was cookie butter. Okay, we're down, and I keep looking at my watch here because my friend's coming in 5 minutes. Okay, so I have Knowles Farm scents here. So this is Irish Cream. This was a sample. I did say in my haul video just like 2 weeks ago, that I was going to not stick this in the jar of samples that I never seem to reach for, because I wanted to give this one a try. So this is berries, banana, steamed milk, caramel, tonka bean, and vanilla cream. This was poured March of 2025, so last month. And this was a strong performer. Just 2 cubes. That's all. That's what was in the sample. 2 cubes. So I warmed it here in the bedroom. And oh my gosh, this was strong. At some point I was downstairs. I think I was editing a video, and I'm like, and I don't remember what I had. I might have had coconut citrus parfait in downstairs. And I'm like, I'm getting whiffs of Irish Cream from the bedroom. So this was a very strong performer. This, to me, I got like a buttered popcorn vibe. A little bit. I don't know what combination of that, maybe, or like a popcorn, maybe it's the caramel. I don't know. But I did get like a buttered popcorn kind of scent to it, which is not really a scent that I love or like really, but it wasn't bad. It was like, it was more like, oh, it's weird. It kind of smells like buttered popcorn. I will also say, and then there's that creaminess to it. So it was just like a little bit of that buttered popcorn note that isn't in here, but that's what my nose is picking up. And then definitely got that creaminess, probably from the steamed milk and the vanilla cream. So that was in there as well. It was an interesting scent. I don't know. It's not my kind of scent, because it did kind of border maybe a touch too sweet. But great performer. And I had the bedroom window open as well. So a lot of what I melted this week, I will say that my windows have been open. So with everything I melted this week. So when you have a high performer with the windows open, I mean, that says a lot. So windows open in this room and great performance. So that is Irish Cream. It is the perfect weather for me right now. It is that beautiful time of year where I have my windows open. I don't need the AC and I don't need the heater. So my windows are open. They've been open like 24/7 because it's at night. I like it cooler to sleep in. And then during the day, it's just nice to have some fresh air. So I hope wherever you are, you're getting better weather, or at least your kind of weather, whatever you're used to. Okay. Last but not least, this is Berrylicious Evergreen. And this is blackberry and sugared spruce. I just had a partial of it and I wanted to use it up. So Berrylicious Evergreen. This was on the beginning part of the week where it was just a little bit cooler. But this is a scent I think I would warm all year round because of that blackberry. It's a beautiful blackberry with a very sweet spruce, but it doesn't smell like winter to me. Really great scent, great performer. Again, with the windows open. I've talked about this scent, I think, to death. Definitely one I would repurchase. So that is Berry Licious Evergreen that I finally finished. And so that was what I warmed this week. I feel like it wasn't a lot, but as I talk about it, I guess it was. Just bigger portions of things, I think, especially with the tubs. But my favorite, I think, has to go to, hands down, Coastal Pine Cones from Lavender and Speckles. So let me know what your favorites are. Let me know how Lavender and Speckles has been working for you. If you're new to it, I think I'm finding a little longer cure time is best if you are struggling with it. I warm things right away in kind of a medium to small size room, like the bedrooms, and I'm fine with the performance I get in smaller rooms. I think our coffee scents are really strong. So I think with any vendor wax, it really depends on your home, how many warmers you have, kind of where the draft is coming from. And then, some noses pick up on certain scents or oils that vendors use, and some not so much. So every vendor is going to perform slightly different. But if you find something to be light the first time you try it, my recommendation is let it sit, let it cure a little longer, and then maybe a few months down the road, you're going to get a much better performance. So that's just kind of general advice if you're new. I feel like there's a lot of you that are newer to vendor wax. So let me know in the comments below if you're just starting to dip your toes into vendor wax, because it's exciting. It's exciting. Okay. Thank you so much. And I think it is time to go. It is time to go. My friend's downstairs. All right. Bye-bye. Hello. Happy Monday. It's never Monday when I'm recording. All right. How my warming week, or my reviews on warm, or what am I saying? I'm like, why can't I do this? Of course, because I'm on a time crunch. All right.